is if I'm in an intimate scene, you know, at very close range, I don't want to be shouting.
Right.
Ideally, and if this affords me the ability not to have to speak real loudly.
Well, I've
Still be
watched
heard.
it go in and I can't even see it. I mean, that is really professional. It's fabulous. This is the hair off the head.
That's right, that's right. Yeah,
Now we see Rebecca's mic just going over.
this is my hair.
Yeah, we'll put it
Right.
underneath the hairpiece. We use our own front and incorporate it with the back piece, and it looks more realistic that way.
We hide
You
the
know?
mic right there so nobody sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
kind of invisible.
That's terrific.
Isn't that great? I know. And we just sort of braid it into my own hair like that. And all this time, I thought I had long braided hair. That's right.
Period show, which this is. It's very hard to get a period look from someone's ordinary hair. It just makes it easier, everyday wear. It's just a lot. It's too much for them to worry about, you know. And these wigs are done by Paul Huntley, so they look really good.
Oh, they look fabulous. Will this microphone be covered slightly with hair so you don't actually see it, or
Slightly, yes.
Yeah,
it's not real noticeable though?
Only the tip, and it's the color of my hair, so no one really ever sees it. Between Carole and I, we both pin it.
Right.
Now,
put it in every night.
You being the star, you get star treatment, and you get somebody actually
Isn't that
doing
nice?
this for you.
I know. I don't think I would. You know, I'd have to come in at 4:30 if I did my own hair.
What time do you actually have to come in?
I arrive about an hour and a half before curtain.
That's still not half hour. It's an
not
hour and a half.
Yeah.
And Carole, what time do you have to be here?
About an hour and a half as well, before half hour.
I have a wig, a full wig, but that's because there's no time to take my hair down and set it at intermission, so it's a necessity. And like Carole said, Paul Huntley's wigs are so, the lace is thin and it looks so natural. You know, it's a little thinner than most theatrical lace wigs.
Right.
Right?
Right, they're called movie lace.
Yeah.
And I barely tell.
So they look...
And I take it these wigs are rather expensive if they are so high quality.
Mm-hmm. Very.
This is a real hair. Right, real hair.
Wow.
Wig.
Yes, human
And
hair.
it does feel
Comes from Russia. And it's almost like virgin hair. Just a lot healthier.
Virgin hair.
And so you're leaving, and where are you going?
Well, don't really know. I'm going to be working on a few albums and just relaxing and having a life.
So that
until
would-
something else comes along.
So
Basically.
do you know who's going to replace you?
Yeah, my understudy, Laura Benanti.
Ah, lucky for her.
19-year-old Laura Benanti. Yeah, it's a
There
great.
you go. The break
It's a
piece
great.
did wait
It's
for her.
I know. It's a great thing for her. It is. She's lovely. Yeah. So she takes over with Richard Chamberlain on
Wow.
March 10th.
Well, that's a very nice big break for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Big one. Huge. Well, bless you. I hope I work again, as all actors ask themselves after they leave a show, you know. I wonder. Voila.
Day. Every show.
Maria
Every
is
show.
born. All right.
I actually don't work at this desk too often. I mean, I do paperwork here, but I mostly work out there. I'm either at the call desk calling the show, or I do occasionally run a deck on either side, or I'm out in the house watching the show. And I try and sit here and make all of this mess go away as quickly as possible, because it's rehearsal schedules and it's mail from fans that has to go to the cast and all sorts of stuff like that. Over here we've got contact sheets and calendars that indicate a myriad of things. If an actor is out, we know which understudies go on. My job is essentially, along with my team of stage managers, to be the organizational center for the show. I am sort of the funnel through which all communication can happen. Schedules are set and rehearsals are set up. I am responsible for helping to maintain the artistic integrity of the show as it was left on opening night by the director and the choreographer and everybody, to give notes to the playing company and to rehearse understudies and replacements. And we we call it running the deck, which basically means there's a stage manager on either side, just sort of watching that everything goes smoothly, that the actors are safe and that props are being set, etc.
There's a lot of responsibility that goes along with this.
It is. It's definitely a 40-plus hour a week job.
This is our 374th performance.
Hello, sir. We are ready. Thank you. Electrics 2. Go. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do it. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Warning, ladies and gentlemen. Auto 5 on the red, 6 on the blue. Warning, fly 1 on the red. House to half. Go. Open doors. Go. Great, we're going to do it. Go.
Kids in the schoolroom, please.
Everybody, kids in the schoolroom.
They're going to get notes.
Vanessa.
My name is Vanessa Brown, and I'm one of the child wranglers here on Sound of Music, which means that we're in charge of the children from the time their parents drop them off before the show until they pick them up when they come back. And we help them get dressed and get into their microphones and take them to their cues on stage, and basically make sure they have cookies if they need them. Sometimes it's the most important thing. We've had a scare now because flu is going around, and we have kids who are out and kids who are sick, and there's always the game, what if both of the boys are sick and they only have one understudy to cover them, what will happen? And the kids love to play that game, but so far it hasn't come up. And that's always kind of a terrifying idea. I get here about 45 minutes before the show starts. And I leave about 15 minutes after it ends. And, you know, before the kids are in the building, they all have to be here at 25 after the hour, so at 35 minutes before the show starts. And they come in and they do a vocal warm-up with the musical supervisor, and then they get into their costumes and I do their makeup. And then they usually do another warm-up with the director, which they're doing now, with the assistant choreographer, and he's warming them up. And then they go on and they do the show. See ya. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hello.
Hello. And this is Tracy Allison Walsh. Hello. And Christina Ambry. Hey, Christy. We almost have everybody. I think we're only missing two.
So guys, you want to come in here for a second?
This is what happens.
I'm Lou Taylor Pucci, I'm 13 and I play Friedrich.
I'm Marshall Pillett, I'm 11 and I play Court. I'm Andrea Bowen and I'm 8 and I play Marta. I'm going to be 9 in March. I'm Christiana Ambry and I'm 8 and I play Gretel. I'm Tracy Walsh and I play Brigitte and I just turned 11. I'm Nora Laura Blackwell, and I'm 13 years old, and I play Louisa.
What are you playing?
Jet Moto.
What?
Jet Moto. It's a racing game.
Who's the best at it?
Me?
No, Nora.
No? Get out of here.
We have a really good group of kids here. You know, people always want to hear like horrible children's stories, but there's not. We have really good kids here.
I'll miss you. Be good. Okay.
They're so cute, aren't they?